Crimechurch, Marty, Chapter 9. Let's get the fuck out of here. Mona has been catching a free shuttle that the churchies from the rehab group put on for Sunday visits. She says she managed to get stuck sitting beside the girl in the shuttle who was real bushy. Shayna, I say straight away. Jade's sister, yeah, I guarantee it. They're like Bonnie and Clyde, those two. Of all the people they could chuck in here with me. Fuck! Mona struggles to plant her bum on the bench and arrange her belly. My baby mama has less days than usual. Must be off the pipe. I tip my chin in her pregnant tummy. I ask firstly how the baby's going. I secondly ask if she's got any other dudes on the regular. Thirdly, I ask her to promise that she stop poisoning our baby with crack. Her baby, our baby, I don't know. She says she's got twins in her. But she won't answer the second question. Twins? Just found out last week, she goes. Mona seems to have added the double baby thing to the pile of guilt she lugs around. There's a new tattoo running down her other arm, thin and faint like veins. It's Romans 8, verse 18, this one, apparently. Our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. On the outside, ordinarily, I would have given her a lecture about how religion is just an opiate for the masses, but I don't have much power anymore. Best be respectful. Mona revolves her head like a meerkat, trying to gauge if Shayna is here and if she can be heard. She is as worried of Shayna as I am of Jade. Turns out they've shared several shuttle trips together and Mona's been made into some sort of mule. Shayna Slattery has been nagging and bullying and wheedling her till Mona agreed to add her as a friend on Facebook. Then Shayna got her mum and dad's address, so there's no going back now. I'm telling Mona all about the certificates I've been getting for weaving courses, dancing, helping out in the kitchen, basic electrical work, when she interrupts and goes, Shayna wants me to swallow. I slap my cheeks. Fuck. I instinctively tug on my bench, hoping it'll come loose and I can chuck it through a window. The South African guard, Hendrik, he gives me a hard look, telling me off with his puckered mouth. Swallowing means Shayna wants Mona to pack condoms full of pure into her stomach and puke them up in the visitor toilets. Then they get picked up. I'm packing right now, by the way, she whispers. I get up, try to pace, and Hendrik blows hard on his whistle. You want to be going back to your cell, Martin? No. Then sit down and continue the conversation. I look across the garden. Jade is pretending to talk to his sister. Really, he's eavesdropping, obsessing over me and Mona. They know we're talking about the drugs inside my lady. Are you driving yet? I whisper. Can you take your car next time? Yeah, how come? I stand up, move around the table. Mona opens her arms, prepares to take the hug. I punch her hard in the stomach. I hear a splodge. I feel firm resistance. Her hard stomach spits my fist out. She doubles over, sinks to her knees, weeping. Hendrik tackles me, driving his elbow into my spine as he lands, pressing 120 kilos of heavy Afrikaner into me. Two other guards help Mona up. She's cupping her belly and gasping. As Hendrik squeezes my neck, tells me to march to my room before he pepper sprays me, Jade steps in front of us. Hendrik pauses for a moment, as frightened as I am. Jade Slattery has the wide blue eyes of Gollum. He's smiling hungrily and waggling a finger. Someone's got himself in trouble. Later they tell me Mona puked 7 times before she even left the prison. The tiny bag of pills and the condom would have come up surely. I ask if Jade's sister cleaned up the puke. No one knows what the fuck I'm talking about and why some stranger would clean up somebody else's puke. Everyone thinks I'm a normal angry dude trying to maintain a little bit of pride by keeping my woman in line. They also think I'm a dumbass for wasting a decent visit. People try to say the punch killed my unborn babies. They try to say the punch got Mona free of the bastards she was carrying. Bullies whisper that my kids are dead. My own missus hates me, the grapevine says, talking through the pipes. She's going to turn, going to work for the Slatteries, hopeless, desperate, vicious. I can't sleep. I pinch myself. I slap myself. I claw my flesh till it scars. I can't wait for my parole hearing. I'll make out like I'm real sensitive, real sorry for upsetting mine and Mona's relationship. She doesn't have to come back. Just let me out, please. The morning comes. I shave and I tie my dreads back and I walk upright. The board has no desire to keep a person like me inside, Hendrik tells me as he marches me towards the room. I get the 3 peeps on the parole board with a big grin and jolly, "Good morning." The night after my hearing, Jade knocks on the door of my cell and asks if he can come in, real polite. His fingers fiddle with excitement. His breath fogs the porthole window like a velociraptor in Jurassic Park. I have to let him in. "Naughty, naughty, not a very good sporty," Jade Slattery sings, giddy with playground exhilaration, grinning as he enters, closing the door behind him, removing his flip-flops and pairing them neatly. His bare feet bounce. He is almost skipping. He doesn't address me by name. I don't think Jade has ever cared who I was or who I am now. He's just filed my face as a face that needs to be punished. Jade's got this thing about kicking, I remember, as he sweeps my legs out from under me. I'm down on the polished concrete floor on one knee, about to stand and try and distract him with conversation when he knees me in my right eye and something cracks. Knock him down, skull to ground. Jade was amazing at tackling when we used to play bull rush when we were 7. He loved taking down bigger kids, doing whatever it took to destroy their status. He used to rub his cock when he made kids cry, doing that giggle, getting off. Wrapping his elbows around my eyes and ears, I settle in for a beating, hoping my head won't take too much of the punishment, but still the ball of his heel finds my nose and crushes it. I'm awake for that bit and I see him crawl onto the top bunk. I think for a moment he's tired himself out and he's going for a nap, but nah. The cunt needs the elevation so he can jump down on my head. After that, I go to sleep. My parole hearing decision is delayed 2 weeks until I can walk again. The 2 weeks is good for me. The calendar ticks over to a new month. The extra month makes it seem slightly longer since I've gotten in trouble. Parole knows I've been well behaved, except for the punching Mona in the guts thing. No one could figure out what the fuck I was thinking with that one. No one there is except Shayna and Shayna's brother. When the squeaky clean, goody good, high and mighty parole straightos announce in the lounge beside the trap hall that I am released from the custody of the Department of Corrections, I expect to hear a gavel, but there's just the sound of old people clearing their throats and shuffling white papers, implying I should let the next guy in and walk out of there. As I collect my shit from my cell under the supervision of Hendrik, I feel Jade's x-ray eyes penetrate my skin and probe my bones from further down the hall. That grey-mouthed wanker is eyeballing me too. It's an 11-minute walk through 20 corridors and 21 slamming, deafening gates before I am released back into the parking lot. Mona smirks. I'm going to be seriously in debt to her for a while. She's enjoying the high status. Mona waddles over to the passenger door of a V-dub Beetle, looking skinnier than when I last saw her, and I can't tell quite what's up. The Beetle is her mum's car, and later she'll tell me she repaired things with her mum after her dad passed away. Yeah, the old man's gone. But right now I try to hug and kiss her. She wriggles away, pushes an Air New Zealand boarding pass into my hands, says, "Let's get the fuck out of here." "Oh my God," I say. "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." She tells me to stop making such a fuss. "You whack the babies," she says and turns the keys. "I don't want them cranky on the plane."